Five, but then my two I get to know they were two Christmas and Jack.
Uh-huh.
The Jack when he told that out there.
Right. All right, that's good.
We might go down for it. This is long, you know. Good back there. Been years and years. That's like that. Been down through this way. And just stop, you know, he did in half. You know, he did half of them. I'm hitting it right, but then right there, yeah, you of course, you'll come from the other side. Wow, I mean, you had a good come through down there. Must have had the wide, I'd make that wide on water down there. Clean it back in here, and I'll come in this back in here. This must be something folks here too.
Harriet, wife of Joe Mitchell.
Yeah, my dad looked at how they
He still lives here. I don't know.
See.
back then they didn't have no liquor store. He ordered that.
All righty.
Just turn off here.
If you would, just say your name.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Oh, John W. Godfrey.
All right. And you might want to tell the folks when you were born. What year?
I was born in 1916.
Okay. And did you grow up here in Meriwether County?
Yeah, I grew up in Meriwether County.
What city?
I said, I think Alberton.
Alton. Okay. And how many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had 9 brothers and 2 sisters.
All right. I'm gonna ask you a hard question now. What's the name of all your brothers?
Now that's got to have to go slow on that. You want the regular name, don't you? Let's see. Roger Lee, that was my oldest brother.
Okay.
And Olin, that's next to me. J.D., that's his name, J.D. A.B., Walter, and Frank.
All right.
After 2, you want to talk about them 2 died.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
Sister.
yeah.
Vivalet and Love Rufus.
Love Rufus.
That's right.
All right. And Love, who was the oldest? Was it Love Rufus, the oldest?
No, Vivalet.
A little late. Okay. And what was your mama's name?
Kelly Lee.
Kelly Lee. Okay. And what about your father's name?
Yeah, Ross Godfrey.
Okay. Now, you told me earlier that Roz was Kelly's cousin.
The show, but the 2 brothers, you know, now that Ella, that was my dad, is what you see there, that was his mama.
Okay.
Was George Godfrey, and John Godfrey was brother.
Okay.
You see. And that's the way that made them second cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who was Roz's daddy?
That's what you know.
See, we don't know that, huh?
No.
Okay, I heard a rumor that was one of the Keiths.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, but you don't know for sure.
Well, I know, but you know, all the white folks told me it was, but you know, old know. They pretty good to me. They bring that. Mr. Royce Esther was Booty was going down there, Booty sharp. You know. That's your boy what's come down there so crazy and sharp. All right.
So you were talking to him, huh?
Yeah, you know, a lot of booty.
Oh, okay. All right. So, did you know who Kelly's father and mother?
Yeah, I know them.
Who were they?
John Godfrey and Elmira.
Okay.
That's her mama.
Okay, and daddy. Now,
Yeah.
did they grow up in Meriwether too?
Yeah, they all were raised in Meriwether County.
Okay. And now I understand John, he had a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, my daddy told me about him getting some land. How did he come about this land?
Well, that's working, like I said, Mr. Worcester. He had, back then he was cheap money. He was furnishing it. And he told me he done laid that crop by. And his son, Uncle George Beasley there, to mention it to him. And he told him, said, John, why don't you buy this place? So you reckon you would? And he said, he went there and spoke to him, said, yeah, I'll sell it to you $1,000. That's what he gets, 100 acres of land.
Man.
So I think it was $400 he paid him right then, and he had a crop. And he about paid for it the first year by having that money. See, things was better than he is now.
Yeah. Sound like he was a real sharp fella.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to the land when he died?
Well, it was left there, that's what I tell you. He gave me a child part, but I couldn't deal with the children. They kept on I wanted to buy it.
Right.
And they wouldn't sell it to me.
Uh-huh.
And so they sold it. I moved on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I heard y'all end up buying it back or something from somebody?
Well, I tell you, it was sort of good, but they're like at that clip. They always won't do right.
Right.
Them children was up there. And when I took over when he died, told me to put up a bale of cotton and pay the tax and keep it up.
Right.
But that other one, like he had, his brother was he got money in the bank. He took that bank, bought them out, and so that's where the split come up there.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when you were a little child, do you remember your great granddaddy?
No, I can't remember him.
Yeah. Do you know his name?
No, I don't believe I do.
Now, I heard a rumor that his name was Alan Godfrey.
It might have been that he forgot to, but all of them didn't have tombstones, and that's when I wanted to go over there to see.
And
But now this here, Joe Mitchell, that was my granddad. His sister was their mama. And that's where we came to the Mitchell. And where we come in with the bell, is my granddad down there, George Godfrey. Now, Sawbell's sister. And that's what made us kin to the bell.
okay.
We can't read the Buddy Britton children. See, Papa and them was,
So we came to them bridges.
yeah, Buddy Britton and them, we showing, they brought them up there in Atlanta. We showed kin to them.
Okay.
And I talked with a girl about a woman, they no girl, older with me, 7 or 8 years old this year. And all the time, if I don't call her, she called me. Well, she was Uncle Saul Bell's daughter's daughter.
Okay.
See, we can't do them bells.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got it.
So we go way back with the
Yeah.
bells. All right. Now, I know you said you didn't know your great granddaddy, but do you know who might have owned him? And he was a slave.
It's like them Godfrey, that's where they got their name.
Yeah.
But this, Dunlap, John Frank Dunlap, my granddad always told me that, but they paid his brother. But he was up with the Dunlap, and that they got that name, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this young boy's wife went to bed this week. It's, Rufus Watson. Son Watson, I know him, I know his dad. He was one of them too, but he got out under the Watson. That way we just can't no drag out over there, that big family.
Right. So we got a lot of family with different names.
That's right, sure will.
Okay.
And the White. Now my granddaddy, Uncle William White, I went up there to the family union, straightened them out this summer. They want to know how they come kin to us. I told them, I said, my granddaddy and your granddaddy married two sisters, don't you see? You talking about a big family, they a big family, That's a Ken film star too, but she can't the dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way that way. So the white folks messed up, you know, whatever you were with when they saw up freedom, that's what you come out.
Right. Right. Well, yep. You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Now, well, you didn't know, did you know your grandmama, your great-grandmama, Lucy?
Yeah, let me see. On one side, I know Mary Dial, that's what she was.
Uh-huh.
She used to come around and stay with us. I think she got to be over 100 years old, boy, old Indian. Speak.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Her last name was Dow?
Yeah.
Mary Dow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And, let's see here. I think I asked you this before, but I'll ask you again. You mentioned that you went to school over at Sunnyside Church for...
Yeah, that's where I went to my school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
Well, that's a heap of big fun. All I know, I didn't try to learn, but
Yeah.
they've all that.
Yeah.
You know, I quit, like I said, when I was 12. Mama died.
Uh-huh.
I'd go back and forth in, but didn't put enough time to do nothing.
Yeah, when harvesting or something.
That's right. Well, I got to the 4th grade, I done pretty well, but you know, quitting that soon and got old, and I didn't try to keep it up. My wife could write, and then the children got up, and that's the way it is, but you know, I can keep up with my business, things and things like that.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
Now, you say that you stopped going when you were 12 when your mother died.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day that your mama died?
Let me see. 28 of February. You know, I had that shot out some more.
Yeah. Well, I can get the date, but I mean, do you remember how it happened?
Yeah, I tell you what it was now. I was like, the foot had been swell, and we said, going out, and we wanted to go to bed. She said, what y'all going to bed so soon? Well, we laid down. And one of the babies was crying, and you know, Jack and my sister, the last sister was died, they was at home. They done been in there, but I didn't know it. They said, go in there and sleep out Mama. And I went in there, and I kind of, and then I called Papa, I said, I can't wake up Mama. And he kind of had done like that. He said, Lord, she did. She died in sleep. She just looked like somebody slept away.
And
the UMA favor was big.
Oh, yeah?
Sure do.
Yeah. Now, the two babies, the twins that she had, they died after or?
Yeah, after she did, you know, we've had one of them around there 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it had Frank, Nelson and something, they named them children.
Uh-huh.
And I tell you what they said, Rena, I don't know. They said they was born in 18 months, you know, I spoke with 8 months, you know, but they live now, I know it's 7.
Yeah.
Unless the doctor's done got it, but see, that's trouble. I think my dad, they didn't have these clinics for them women to go to. And if I believe it's been like now, Mama would have been living.
Yeah.
Own Mama.
Right.
Yeah, that was, I know I ain't met, oh my Lord, take plenty up some souls along, up some souls. And then when doctor up there that supposed to, he told us he had a little heart drops.
Uh-huh.
I know her legs folds up.
Oh.
Yeah. Doctor, they didn't see about she did.
Yeah. Now,
and she had done 14 children, that's a heap of children. That was male.
yeah, there was a lot of children.
That's right.
Now, your daddy, how did he look? What kind of, does anybody have any pictures about how he looked?
Just like a white man, we ought to come back out and you see it.
Really?
He thought, you know, they had an old picture, they had it run off. Yeah, chicken sort of faded a little bit, but he ain't got that curly hair, you know.
Uh-huh.
Papa get up every morning, hot cold, put a little water on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about your mama? How she look? What she look like?
She was kind of a dark. You may, he was a little darker than you may. But you may built up just like her.
Really?
Yeah, short, chunky, stout.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, now we just went to Godfrey Hill,
Yeah, that's right.
and you said the last time you been there was when you were about 12.
Oh, boy, like, you know, our Papa Carol went there. And then he kept them other boys on later, you know. Doc was the last one, Frank over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your daddy's people were buried there.
Yeah, pick it up, don't you see? His mama there.
Yeah.
And there, that Joe, that's what I was telling you. See, that was their granddaddy. And him, his sister was their mama.
Mm-hmm.
That's they kin of them.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So Papa used to tell me these boys and Uncle Joe was always by the barrel. They said that's what you got. Look at that liquor store. And they suck it. And they get drunk, steal
Oh, that sounds like a wild time.
They had time. Well, I think folks over the way were better than they is now. They kill more folks now. They're gone. This mess crazy, make them crazy, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
So,
Yeah.
they had good liquor.
Liquor, keep it straight.
Yeah.
Now, let's see here. Now, I wanted to ask also about how you met Grandmama and when you met her.
Well, I tell you, they stayed pretty close to her. And I was, you know, she wasn't about 12 years old when I was picking her on, but she was liking me and I was liking her. I figured all the time I was going to marry her. As she got up, I married her. She hadn't got quite 18 years old.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the way I met up with her. We just worked around there close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked her out. I don't see what the hell these folks tell me. I know who I got to get. I was running around a coat, but I kept my own.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, that was yes, man.
And now, did y'all get married at Sunnyside?
No, we met at Rockham. I met the folks in January.
Okay. And was that her home church?
No, she joined with me. Her home church over in Mount Zion.
Okay.
You know, I met a guy was both of them. Well, supposed to be well, come Bible to come in one.
Uh-huh.
Told to speak to her. She moved on down there and we worked there all the while.
Now,
Drove up all the children there. Told you made that was right. She went to Mount Sinai with Harmon and over there went with Joy. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, right, Darlene. You know, a long time she was cold this fella, but she couldn't make up her mind what she wanted to be Jehovah.
right.
I told her, well, I can't tell you. Everybody trying to get to heaven, and that is Bible. You're supposed to come as one. And so she Jehovah, you know, she left Sunnyside. She was Sunnyside member.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, out of...
Just like Miss Clinton, figuring Miss Clinton.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, look, now this question, this is going to be a hard one. What's the best time that you can remember in Meriwether County? What time makes you happiest?
Well, I think I had some good times, some rougher sometimes. Yeah, Lord, I had some good times and I had some rough ones. Well, I'm thinking about the biggest time that I had was on in the 40s, 8, something like that.
48? Let's see, you probably had a couple of kids then?
That's right.
Yeah. What were you farming then?
Yeah, but they wasn't big enough to do so much. That's when cotton went up, you know, when I could have shown up and made money, but I'd make $1,000 one new.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now, of course, you got to get the opposite question. What's the toughest time you can remember?
Let me see. I believe that worked out here about about 58, 59, I think. So I went off, New York, left you already. I had 2 or 3 kills. But I pulled out, God bless me, I got in good shape that day.
Yeah.
I left there in 59. Come down there on that place. I had more money than I ever had.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, it was rough.
Yeah.
But the Lord can if you just hold on, He can put it to you.
So, is there now? You know that 20 generations from now, people are gonna want to watch this film. Is there anything that you want to say to those people that you might wish to say, something that you may have wanted to hear from your great grandfather that you didn't hear?
Well, all I can tell them is it's gonna hit rough sometimes, but you just gotta hold on and trust in God. He'll make a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, He'll make a way. 'Cause sometimes you get a little down, but if you just hold on, rectify and be brightening up.
Right.
And that's the way life is.
And how would you want them to remember you?
Well, I tried to treat everybody right best I could. Yeah, I never ever had too much trouble with folks. I always tried to stay in the clear, the right way.
Right. Right. Well, anything else you want to say?
Well, I reckon that's about it. They have to live to see it.
Yeah.
I live to see it. He's more than I thought I'd ever made it, but by just holding on, keeping the faith, pretty good.
Now, there's something I want you to do for me. I want you to pick on my daddy. I want you to tell all these people about your son that you named after yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been one of them. He's supposed to be away. He still is, ain't he?
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
You remember the day he was born?
Yeah, I sure do. One night. Yeah, I think that moment in this ballot, I had to walk down off the edge to go get it here. Cold. You get him to go get her,
Uh-huh.
And she was waiting on a neat ballot wise, and she got through there and come on, I done spoke to her 4 times. She's a mighty good old lady now, that ain't no joke.
Yeah. She delivered how many of your children?
She lived with Sam, my little big baby too. But I know that Sam, that's where I had to walk in. Yes, sir.
You had to walk in the cold to get
That's
her.
right.
All right. Well, that's all I have. And thank you.
Real good.
All right.